I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made it. I know I made a little boo-boo when you talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
You said that.
But listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out. Nas was dope. We appreciated him.
You like Ace Trumpets?
What's so great about it?
It's so good.
It's good?
It's so, oh man.
Pusha T wasn't playing it safe this round. He skipped Drake entirely and came for the loudest dude in Drake's circle, Jim Jones. And just when folks were still picking their jaws up off the floor, boom, LeBron James stepped in and turned the heat all the way up. But before we get to that wild twist, let's rewind and break down why Pusha even bothered with Jim in the first place. This didn't come out of nowhere. You gotta dig deep into the history of one of rap's most bitter battles, Drake versus Pusha T. This beef ain't no rap sparring match. It's a full-blown heavyweight clash. And even crazier, it didn't even start with them. This thing goes way back, like early 2000s, before Drake was even running the charts. Back then, it wasn't personal beef, it was crew-on-crew tension. On one side, you had Kanye West and Pusha repping GOOD music, and on the other, Young Money was rising fast with Lil Wayne, Drake, and Nicki Minaj making noise. Even in those early days, Wayne and Pusha were already tossing slick jabs. Nothing too direct, but enough to build real pressure behind the scenes. That Cold War energy set the stage for something major, and it finally exploded in 2018. That year, Pusha dropped his Kanye-produced album Daytona, and he ended it with a nuke, Infrared. That track reignited every dusty rumor about Drake's ghostwriting. He dragged Quentin Miller's name back into the spotlight and straight up questioned whether any of Drake's bars were even his. Yeah, it got ugly, and that was just the beginning. That line hit like a sniper shot, slick, cold-blooded, and straight up disrespectful. It was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin, had the whole rap game on alert. Pusha wasn't just sending shots, he was coming for the crown. But Drake, he wasn't gonna eat that quietly. Just 24 hours later, he clapped back with the now infamous Duppy freestyle. Drake came out swinging, calm but cocky. He threw dirt on both Pusha and Kanye in one go. He mocked Pusha's street image, calling out the whole dope dealer story as nothing but a front. Then he flipped it, claiming he ghost wrote for Kanye. The disrespect was loud, and then Drake pushed it even further by bringing up Pusha's fiance. That's when things left rap territory and got personal. And Pusha, he didn't flinch, he detonated. What came next wasn't just a diss track, it was a straight assassination. The story of Adidon dropped like a nuke. Cold beat, savage delivery, and zero remorse. Pusha pulled out Drake's darkest secret, that he had a hidden son with a former adult film star. He called him out for ducking father duties and keeping the kid out of the spotlight. Then to throw gas on the fire, Pusha used an old photo of Drake in blackface for the cover art. That shook the whole internet to its core. And then came the dagger, the line that sent shivers down spines. You are hiding a child, let that boy come home. Even Drake's Ride or Dies had to fall silent after that bomb. But here's where things got even crazier. Drake didn't respond. Not a bar, not a beat, not even a subliminal. Word in the industry was that rap boss Jay Prince stepped in and told Drake to fall back. Supposedly, Drake had a brutal response locked and loaded, something that could have ended careers. But Jay Prince shut it down to protect the brand, and just like that, it was over, at least publicly. For most fans, that was an automatic L. Drake took the hit and kept it moving. He even owned it later, saying it was his first real loss in a rap war. On his Scorpion album, he low-key confirmed the rumors, letting the world know there was more behind the scenes we'd never hear. After that, the beef went quiet, but make no mistake, it wasn't dead. That tension, still bubbling. Every now and then, Drake would sneak a slick line into a verse, Pusha would toss some shade in an interview, or post something cryptic online. The story of Adidon shook the culture and flipped how people viewed Drake forever. But even after getting roasted in public, Drake's circle stayed tight, and this is where Jim Jones slides in. Jones, who's been grinding in the game for years, decided to shake the table. A few weeks ago, he dropped a bold take that had the whole internet tripping. He claimed he's not only more influential than Nas, but that he raps better too. Yeah, he really said that. Fans went off, calling him delusional, disrespectful, even crazy. But instead of walking it back, Jim doubled down, and then Drake co-signed him. Yup, Drake stood right behind that take, adding more fire to the chaos. Whether you're with them or not, one thing's for sure, it got everybody talking. Jim Jones and Drake ain't just vibing, they're plotting. This ain't checkers, it's full-blown chess, and they're flipping the board one bold move at a time. They're saying the stuff most artists wouldn't dare to whisper, and the energy, it's shifting fast. But their alliance goes way deeper than studio sessions and beats. Jimmy's been riding for Drake like it's personal. When legal drama started brewing between Drake and Universal Music Group, Jim didn't wait to see how things played out. He stepped up immediately and backed Drake loud and clear. According to Jim, this wasn't about some ego trip. Drake was fighting back against shady business practices practices. Jimmy claimed Drake was calling out the industry's dirty laundry and trying to spark real change, not just for himself, but for the whole game. And when it comes to Drake's music, Jim been treating it like the holy grail. He didn't just hype For All the Dogs, Scary Hours edition. He crowned it Album of the Year 2023 with zero hesitation. That's not some casual cosign, that's full-blown loyalty. And in a rap game where artists flip sides faster than the weather, Jim's ride or die energy stands out big time. But when you rep someone that hard, enemies come with the package, and Jim's got his sights locked on Pusha T. Their tension been simmering under the radar for years. And now, with Jim stepping into Drake's battlefield, he's not holding back. Jim's been firing shots, questioning Pusha's status, brushing off his impact, and basically letting everyone know he ain't impressed. He's calling Pusha out directly, and it's clear this ain't just words, it's war. It's ChatGPT. And Jim, he made it real clear. He wasn't even a little bit impressed with Pusha's so-called comeback on all caps trumpets. Matter of fact, he didn't even listen to it. When asked, he hit back with a straight face. You don't like all caps trumpets? What? Total disrespect and zero interest. But here's the genius behind Jim's moves. By going at Pusha T, he's playing a double game. First, he's standing 10 toes down for Drake, letting everyone know that if you've got issues with Drizzy, then you've got issues with him too. He's showing that loyalty in public, loud and proud. Second, he's sliding his name back into the spotlight. Jim's making sure nobody forgets that he's still active in this culture, not just some old head from Dipset's glory days. He wants all eyes back on him, and that's a wrap. If you're feeling this breakdown, make sure to like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more fire content. See you in the next one.